The recent announcement that the Rivers of America at Magic Kingdom are set to be replaced kicked off some fierce online debates about why this area of the park should not be removed. Although personally I'm not a huge fan of the actual attractions which are set to close, I will miss the peace and tranquility offered by the Rivers of America within a park which elsewhere can be one of the most chaotic places on earth to visit. It also reminded me of another such loss that sparked outrage, which was the removal of the Fountain of Nations at Epcot back in 2019. This all got me thinking about just how important water is at setting the mood within a theme park. So in this video, I want to explore just why water is so important to a theme park. Typically, when we discuss a well-themed park, we usually focus on expensive, large-scale structures and intricate, carefully crafted details. However, there are more things that are essential to helping a good theme park work. One of the more easily overlooked elements of a great theme park is nature. Nature, as it is something real, helps to add authenticity to what we know is really false. Therefore, it makes it a little easier for us to suspend our disbelief and buy into a theme. The role of plants is pretty easy to understand. The right plant can serve as a good cue to the supposed geographical location of a land. Palm trees equal California, bamboo equals Asia, cacti equal the desert, and so on. Then, more unusual and less commonplace plants help signal that the land we are in is meant to be read as otherworldly. Plus, on a more practical level, large trees can also help to provide some much needed shade, or they can help to hide a building that would break the theming of a given area. Thanks to all this, Disney parks have a whole team of people whose only job is to pick the plants for an area, and then they also have a whole team whose only job is to care for these plants throughout the year. But plants are not the only important bit of nature within a theme park. Water is also essential within any good park. And no, I don't just mean the bottled sort to help us stay hydrated. Water serves both practical and thematic purposes within a theme park. It might sound a bit too obvious to say, but water is incredibly versatile. It is a theming element that can fit in practically anywhere, be it to serve as the dangerous high seas, the tranquil meeting point of fairy tale animals, or even as the sign of life on a far-off planet. Let's just take a look at Disneyland, for example. In Adventureland alone, there is the Enchanted Tiki Room's magic fountain, the murky waters of the Jungle Cruise, and the human-mastered water of the Treehouse's water wheel. Then, in both Frontierland and Tomorrowland, human progress takes center stage, with the steamboat and submarine mapping different points of transportation progress. Here, water is a point of exploration of both the past and tomorrow. Then, in New Orleans Square, thanks to Pirates of the Caribbean, the water is dangerous and we are punished for traveling too far into the bayou. Again, a site of adventure, but this time one we are not in full control of. In Fantasyland, there is the Wishing Well, Castle Moat, and 2 peaceful boat rides. Here, water is a site of magical beauty. Main Street USA sees no water as theming, which makes sense. This is the comfortable place where people would inhabit. So land, not water, makes sense here. Finally, there is Galaxy's Edge, with water present as a small waterfall, a perfect sign of alien life on the planet Batuu, and then water to keep alien creatures alive in tanks, which does make it a bit of a stretch to assume that this should even be read as water. Just by looking at this one park, it's clear to see that water can be used to aid a theme in many ways, but its purpose is far from stopping here. Many parks around the world abandoned Walt Disney's hub-and-spoke design in favour of looping themselves around a large body of water. Theme park designers clearly understand that there are lots of benefits of constructing an environment around a water-based focal point. Just off the top of my head, I can think of tons of examples. There's both Universal Parks in Orlando, Universal Japan, Universal Singapore, Heide Park in Germany, SeaWorld Orlando, Tokyo Disney Sea, Drayton Manor, and even Alton Towers and Animal Kingdom to an extent. Add to this Epcot's World Showcase, and you can quickly see that constructing large areas of theme parks around a body of water is a pretty popular design choice. So why exactly is this? The typical concrete of a theme park absorbs heat and releases it back up into the air. This makes for a pretty unpleasant experience on hot days. Large bodies of water help to disrupt this, creating a cooling effect. In addition to this, water also offers a sense of peace and tranquility. A study undertaken in which photographs of a variety of landscapes was shown to a group of participants, and this demonstrated that stress levels were lowered according to how much greenery was in the pictures. Then, another researcher repeated this test, but this time introduced water into the images, and these results found that people showed a strong preference for more and more water in the images. In addition to this, a UK-based project called Blue Gym found that people who live near the coast are generally healthier and happier. The colour blue, present in landscapes through large bodies of water, is well proven to be relaxing, and the term blue mind has thus developed to suggest that large bodies of water offer a moment of solitude amongst the hyper-connected, overstimulated state of modern-day life. Therefore, it makes sense that such research is important to be applied to theme parks. Well known to be places of chaos, it's easy to understand now why most theme park designers see water as an essential part of theme park structure, as it helps to break this chaos. Water can also serve as an attraction in itself, more than just in a ride, say a river rapids or even Moana's journey of water at Epcot. The simple ability to look at the beauty of water is something people travel all around the world to do, hence why many of our earliest amusement attractions were built by the seaside, as these were places that people were already travelling to during their leisure time. Today, real estate data even suggests that a water view tacks a 116.1% premium onto a property, and real-world figures suggest we're willing to pay 10 to 20% more for the same room if it has a sea view within a hotel. Simply put, water is an easy way to make even the simplest theme park pleasing to the eye. Plus, a large body of water can provide a great place for a theme park's nighttime show to take place, as exemplified within both Epcot and California Adventure. Beyond just large bodies, small pools of water are also essential to the structure of many theme parks. Waterways are consistently present within pretty much every single Disney park, and lots of others also utilize this technique. Water helps to transform a space and can signal a break between two themes. Therefore, it serves a transportive purpose, taking us from one imagined world to another. The largest example of water working as a divider that I can think of is Magic Kingdom's Bay Lake. In order to reach the Magic Kingdom, guests must first travel either across or around the lake. Not only picturesque, this journey makes it feel like we are travelling away from the real world into the imagined one of the Magic Kingdom. Then, moving water, such as fountains and waterfalls, create something known as pink noise. Pink noise is known to be relaxing, and this can help drown out some of the more chaotic sounds present within most theme parks. The movement of water also helps add some much-needed kinetic energy to a theme park land, which helps to bring an area to life in a way that stationary theming cannot. Just think of the splashdown effect on many roller coasters. This simple bit of theming is incredibly impressive, and all it really is a bit of moving water. Finally, there are also many practical purposes that bodies of water can serve within a theme park. Many parks all around the world have found ways to collect rainwater for various uses. Epcot's Spaceship Earth was purposefully designed so that when it rains, no water pours off of the sides and onto the ground. Instead, all water is collected through 1-inch gaps in the side into a gutter system, and the water is then channeled into the World Showcase Lagoon. Ventura in Spain was designed on sloping terrain, with the highest point in the China-themed area. Whereas the design appears to be due to aesthetic reasons, it becomes an added value when we learn that thanks to this, the heavy rainfall which sometimes occurs is collected downhill and fills the lake located in the central Mediterranean area, one of the park's incredibly unique features, as it helps stop flooding and allows water to be collected, which is then used to fill the two water-based attractions within the park. Tatuki Splash, and Silver River. This is all possible because the resort has a water network with separate wastewater and stormwater sewers. Even some water parks have found ways to use some pretty clever water recycling technology. Europa Park's Rulantica in Germany ensures that both energy and water use are resource-friendly. Water is pumped at night from Wildstorm, one of the park's attractions, into a submarine tank. This infrastructure is waterproof and maintains a constant temperature, acting as a thermos. This way, the water can be easily returned every day to the Wild River through a pumping system, maintaining the temperature and avoiding using more water and energy than necessary. So there you have it. From both a thematic and a practical purpose, water is incredibly important within a theme park. This video is far from an exhaustive list of all the purposes that water can serve within a theme park, so please let me know anything you think is particularly important in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, check out some of my other videos and the links in the description.